Hey guys, good morning. Hello, Parvati. Thank you. Well, we do have, I'm sorry, we do have to honor the Libra season. So, we have to honor the geishas of the zodiac. That's why I'm wearing my kimono with flowers to honor the geishas of the zodiac. We have to be pretty this season. We have to be pretty and well balanced. Yeah, exactly. We are in Libra season. Nobody's lonely, spirit. Nobody is lonely in Libra season. We have each other. We are here. We have each other. We have each other. We are never lonely. We always have someone. Hi, Mafi. Yeah, exactly, spirit. Yes, you're never lonely. If you're with the right people, you're never lonely. Sometimes it's not like represented by a partner, like a romantic partner, but it can be your friends, your family, co-workers, us. We are here gathered because of K-pop. It can be K-pop, it can be your bias, we're never lonely. We are always choosing. We are always choosing. And that's something that it has to do also with Libra, even though I wouldn't advise anyone to ask a Libra to decide something. But they do try to show the both sides of the coin. So, you know, it's my season. I finally learned level 1 Reiki. Oh, that's great, Sana Heart. That's great. I think I also done the first level, yes. But I think I didn't continue. I think I did level 1 as well. And I stopped because I was busy. But I think that a level 1 is the one that allows you to heal yourself and animals, I believe. Your season is crazy. Yeah, a lot of mood changes. But yes, let's talk very positively about Libra today, because you know that sometimes, like, it's not that I roast Libra. I love Libras, but you know they do have their things, and it's very obvious sometimes, but I'll try to be nice and compliment them because they do love compliments. Yeah, but it's okay as long as you have them in your heart. As long as you know who they are, it doesn't matter where they are. Sometimes the bond is deeper when you are far away. When you live next to someone like all the time, sometimes you take them for granted. That's why when people are at distance, you somehow value them more, which is ironic, but it happens. It's okay. If people have beef with Libras who only try to make harmony with everyone. Oh, it's a Celtic rating I took to be more grounded and connected with myself. Oh, that's interesting. The Celtic Reiki. Oh, I would love to learn that. I do because it's my moon sign, which is always on some foolishness. Foolishness. Yeah, I cannot say anything, guys. Like, I have Libra midheaven. So the midheaven is in my 10th house. So obviously at my workplace, I'm usually the mediator and I'm usually the one that keeps things in harmony. And like I try to keep everyone from fighting and which is not very Capricorn to be honest, because if I was my true Capricorn self, I would let them like fight, like whatever. But I don't know, I just transform into this huge Libra when I'm at my workplace. And because I also learned that especially when you work at a place where you need to show yourself, like in a sense that you need to be social, you need to have like you need to be a people's person, you need to be um polite, you need to be understanding, you need to be graceful, I it, and I hate being superficial. I hate my moon sign hates it, but somehow at my workplace or the places that I work with, somehow they lead me to that. They lead me, and also because I believe that my north node is in Taurus, so everything related to beauty, appearances, being in harmony, being nice, giving a pleasant experience. I think that I always worked on those things, and probably like tarot and psychology and all those things are like my other side. Like this is why I think that this is more my calling. Like tarot and psychology and counseling, they all are more in tune with what I really love to do, and this is why I enjoy doing tarot readings and I enjoy like reading for people and giving sessions. And it doesn't matter how tired I am, I do them because I love it. And um and this is why I try so hard to make room for this, to make room for our lives. Sometimes I try to upload some reading, um because this is my intimate side, that I'm like, this is my calling, this is who I am. What I do at my workplace is more like, yes, Libra influenced, Taurus influenced, being pretty and smile and be pleasant. It's two different things. Better than me who becomes a Virgo. Yeah, yeah, it's really nice because actually um I think that, for example, sometimes you know the feeling, we work because we have to make money, we have to be like independent, and we have to um, like have a better life and go out there, and be social. But sometimes it's really really draining, and is very tiring actually, especially when you have to, I don't say pretend, but you don't show yourself like you really are at work. You're always like under supervision. Even the clients supervise you, and test you. So for me, no matter if I only have one day off, I like and I enjoy doing this with you guys, because it's like, okay, like this is real, this is real. um and and that we talk about a lot of things, and we also talk about K-pop. That is not, how can I say this, is not easy to talk about K-pop related things or idols specifically without having some people in the chats or in the community or in the comments like being haters or being childish or being, I don't know, like like being a bit like narrow-minded about what we are really doing here. So I think that since we do have a very close group of people, that yeah, we can talk about different groups that are our favorites, or groups that we do not know nothing about, and probably some of you do, and you give us your point of view about that group, so we all learn about that, but always being very respectful towards each other. So I think that this is also a huge accomplishment for me, to, I think I don't know when I started the channel. I think I started it at the beginning of 2021, February of 2021. Um, so I'm really happy that I'm still doing this. Like I still haven't upgraded my the videos of my readings. You know that I wanted to do it, but oh well, things are very expensive here in my country. So I, even though I wanted to save for a camera with a better quality, it's getting more expensive every day. As we are speaking, I believe the price is way higher than the last time I checked. So, but also I was thinking about, I'm going to get a new tripod for my camera, for my phone, and I'm going to do, like, I'm trying to positionate the phone to record the table. So we are going to be, I'm going to be live, but you're not going to see me. You're going to be seeing the table. And I'm going to do a certain poll about, what readings you want me to do, like on the live. So I'm going to change the direction of the camera so you can better see the cards. Um, so yes, I will try to do that kind of live so I can keep up with. There are a lot of people asking for readings, and I do not have the time to do them during the week. Let's get creative. Yeah, yeah, for me as well. My sad note is in Capricorn. Social interaction is not my forte, but I have to learn and move towards it. Yeah. The good thing about Capricorn influence is that I always have very clear why I do what I do. So if in this case, if you do have it, you know that probably social interactions are going to be based on what you want to achieve in life, especially in career wise. So always keep in mind that it doesn't matter how you have to go out there and show yourself and talk about yourself and introduce yourself to a lot of strangers. You always keep in mind your goal. and you will be safe, and you will get used to it. You will get used to it. Toxic fans are out there hacking accounts and especially blisters. Okay, like so. Yeah, yeah. I think that it's probably because we are. I believe that I also became much more like acceptant once I became a multi fan or a multi stan, because like I was like, oh, how much I was missing, when I was in army, I was like always like observing, like watching and consuming BTS content, and I do love them, and I do love what they do, and I do, and I appreciate so much their content, and how that made me like open my eyes to this world, and I'm not saying that BTS is the beginning, or of K-pop, and the existence of K-pop is BTS. No, of course not. But that also, like, meeting new groups, and new fans of other groups, I was like, oh, what I was experiencing with BTS back then is what others are experiencing with their favorite groups, because at first I was like, oh, I don't know, BTS is the only, for me, BTS was the only one, because it was the only thing I was watching, that they did this sort of like, I don't know, documentaries, or where they used to go to these variety shows, or they would record themselves like doing some games and stuff. And then I learned that actually every group has that. um and I was like, oh, I was missing on so much. Like, actually, I was like very like, uh but, and nevertheless, I'm always like very picky when it comes to what entertains me. I do love certain groups, but I find probably, there are a lot of edits of fans that are like, oh, this is hilarious. And for me, some content of some groups are not that funny, or are not that entertaining. But I came to love everyone, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited. Yes, it's music. It's a whole world. Yes, a whole world of content. Same happened to me with Monsta X. I never thought I would be interested in other countries' music and culture. Music is a beautiful thing. Yes. And Monsta X are hilarious. Like, oh my God. Like, I watch their. I probably don't listen to the whole album, but I do watch their interviews and their shows, because they are comedians. Like, really. Um, Nowadays, certain fandoms are getting out of hand. Mm. So, do you know something about this week, guys? Has something going on in the K-pop world that probably I missed? Because maybe you know something that I don't. Studying MX and Infinite, I really feel like I stand part-time musicians and full-time comedians. Yes! And that's the best. That's the best. Because that's what, I think that's what the real reason should be, that you really should be entertained, and that they really put a lot of effort to create that, to get that. It's not just being pretty and talented, like, to be honest, it takes a lot of charisma to carry a show on your own. you know um a lot of groups are put into this competitiveness, or this, I don't know, that they have to do some challenge to win food, or to win something, and and they also have to, pull out their inner resources and making it the most fun and an interesting experience for the watchers, for the people that are watching. So it mustn't been easy to do that. Just on personal note, Myung-soo had his first public appearance this weekend. It just finished before your life. Oh, wow! I'm going to Google it. My such Vino loves funny men and funny people in general. Oh, that's great, Spirit. That's great that you actually have very like um clear that. I actually like, I have zero humor. Like, I know it's my Capricorn energy, but in a sense that it's not that I don't like humoristic or funny people. It's just that it depends. Like, there are certain kind of humors. Um, I don't like funny men. To be honest, I just don't like them, and I don't find it like attractive, But um, I probably like dark humor. Dark humor I do enjoy, but as a goofy funny, no, no. I suck at that. Don't invite me to those uh, comedy cafes because I. Hello, Reem. Oh, hi. By the way, Utah was hanging out with Jehun, a member of Tracks. I know I watched a few clips of that live that he did with Hyde. Ah, I think that someone was saying probably that he was drunk or something like that. But I think that he was just happy doing that live, like laughing like him, like he is, like he always does. And even if he's drunk, he is an adult, so he can drink. I love Messi Utah because I think that he is always in constant like control and obsession of reaching his goals. Like he probably puts a lot of like pressure on himself. So to see him getting loose and and just laughing. I think people mostly get the no nonsense serious cup energy from me at first, but everyone I'm close to tells me I'm hilarious. Yeah, me too. I actually like I always tell people don't get me started talking because I actually do have some statements that I do them with the blank face, but actually are hilarious. They told me that. But I'm very sharp, because of my moon in Scorpio. I don't ask me for the truth if you don't want to hear it. He was tipsy for sure. No, they was as hell. um, he looked happy and had fun with Hyde though, so I'm happy. Lo, them drunk in pub, they did. Like, can I rewatch that or it was an Instagram live? But I'm sure I can find a link because I'm sure that citizens um, record the whole thing. Hi, Cosmos. I'm sure it's recorded and uploaded. Oh, Monsta X and wanna perform in Thailand and stay in different hotel rooms. Yes, Cosmo, long time no see. We missed you. How are you? Welcome to the Libra season. We only accept aesthetic people here. So bring your flowers. Um, Yay! Yay, Cosmos! Yeah, of course. Of course. Take your time. Priorities. Yay, we needed you here, Rim. Please bring your flowers. Bring your pretty self. Please. Everything balanced, guys. Aesthetics. You know. Let's not disrupt the Libra vibes. Always pretty. Always pleasant. Let's not fight. Let's not disagree, please. We're going to trigger some people. Of course. That's why I had the urge to buy clothes and be pretty. Of course. Of course, Samara. Yes. You should. If you can afford it, you should. Oh, yesterday though was very disruptive. So now that we're talking about Libra season, let's talk about our favorite Libra idols. Like, let's talk about them. I've been looking at perfumes more than usual these 2 days. These 3 days. Yeah, yeah, guys, it's a new season. Enjoy yourselves. Yes, it's okay. It's nice. Like, let's chill a bit from the very analytical and the overthinking of Virgo and their details. Like, I love Virgos, but I couldn't wait to get out of that season. Samara Manchan. I love how you pair them together, Spirit, because because actually this is very Libra like. You cannot talk about an individual. You have to talk about two people. So you done it right. You done it right, Spirit. You are like on an expert level here about Libra season um behavior. Samara and Banchan. Hmm. What about romance? Yeah, romance is always like a must in Libra season. Romance is always a must in Libra season. Always, always, always. You cannot tell a Libra person or someone with their placements that you are alone or that you are don't have anyone because they will sure find you a match. They will sure find you a match. They're long running beef, but well, I like Chan, my fellow Libra. Why am I paired with Chan? Don't expect commitment in Libra season though. Oh my. Yeah. Yes, because I love his reactions actually. I think that he should. Like really. He should open like he should add like, but him, not the fans, he should add like myself reacting to this and this. My favorite Libras are Henry and Yang Yang. You know that they are not that look alike. Actually, they are very different, but I always mistake them as the same people. It's like I know they are the Libras, but it's like Henry and Yang Yang. For me, the two of them are one person. I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. Why can I think of only Jimin? Yeah, because Jimin is Libra, and Libra is Jimin. Actually, yes, very Libra, very Libra, very Libra. Yes, Jimin is the one on our list. Yes, Jimin, Libra Jimin. And I'm going to do and upload it in during the week, a reading, an update reading for him, because I know that a lot of people are worried about him or were worried about him, and he was very talked about in his last months because people think that something is going on with him. And I don't remember exactly if I pulled cards for him, but somehow there was something like, I don't think it was serious, but he is like changing his skin. Somehow he's a bit more reserved, is because he has the need to do this in this period of his life. I saw Chan disappointed about how juniors don't greet senior idols nowadays. I just thought that's so us. We love grace and manners. Yes. Yes, spirit. Yes, spirit. Yes. It's like it's very hard to actually get like a Libra to feel upset at, or to notice something and be like, I don't like this. But yes, no manners is like a don't for them. Like they definitely will notice that. They don't like rude people. Yeah. Oh, Key too. I forgot about him. Is Key a Virgo or a Libra? Actually, when I did his reading manually, like his birth chart manually, it came out as a Virgo, but his sun was still in Virgo, which is a bit odd because actually I believe his birthday is September 23rd. So I didn't know that Virgo season lasted until that day. But I guess that probably it could happen, especially in the part of the world where he is. I don't know. Joohyun and Hanbin gonna be more creative in their season. Hopefully, our songwriters. Yes, yes, guys. I will also do readings for the Libra, for our Libra, very creative people. So yes, I will actually do a post today so you can like put in the comments your favorite Libra male idols or females. So I will do readings for their birthdays. Jimin will do another V live whenever he hype needs to do damage control. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Spirit, he was so pretty for that, the way he mentioned it. Ah. Some confusion about Ki, but Ki is 23rd. Yeah, even Joohyun's Libra. Yes, I would hate bad manners. Yes. But seriously, think of the fire signs when I think of Joohyun. Yeah, because I noticed that with some Libras, that even though they probably don't have much fire placements, but Libra sometimes they act a lot like Aries. Because their opposite sign is Aries. So sometimes we do have some angry, like I'm not saying that Joohyun is angry, but we do have some passionate Libras in the sense that they are very, like um passionate, they're very like in your face, and then every once in a while they change, and they give you some hints that they're still in the Libra, because they are not that harsh. But they do have episodes. There are some Libras that I know that they do have some manners that remind me a lot of Aries. That I would say aggressiveness even, but they don't acknowledge that they have that. So I think that there are some Libras that do polarize a lot with their opposite sign, that they show traits of Aries. My friend is Sept Jennifer baby, but is still a Virgo. Oh, okay. Kiss funny, outgoing nature, and him loving fashion and feminine energy gives me Libra. Yeah, but he also is a moon in Pisces, right? It's just that, yes, Rim, since he is in the middle of supposedly the finish hours of Virgo season and the beginning of Libra, he does absorb the energy of both signs. So, yes, he could look like a Libra sometimes. Okay, she's also a Libra. Do readings for Susie. She's also a Libra, okay. But seriously, Juhyun really is the glue of the group. I can even question it. Libras will usually have Scorpio energy in their birth chart. Yes, also. And there's also him upset that the members don't answer his video calls at 3 a.m. Yes. His cusp, exactly. I didn't remember exactly that term. Thank you, Rim. Cusp. Yes, Eminem the rapper is the aggressive Libra. Yeah, yeah, always. Eminem had been that. Actually, I was very surprised when I found out that he was a Libra. I was like, really? But isn't his moon in Virgo? Doesn't he have like moon in Virgo or Gemini? Something like that? I believe it's Virgo or Gemini. I know it's Mercurial. I know it's a Mercurial moon. That's why he's so fast in delivering those lines. Yes, yes. It's just that even when I tell you, even the trashiest Libra, because actually I know, I'm sorry that I'm saying the word trashy, but I met some Libras, even females, that are very, they curse a lot. Especially when they feel comfortable around you, like, and they are actually very, like, how can I say this? I don't know the word in English because I don't I don't have all the words, but I hope that I can like make myself understood. They are so trashy sometimes. They are so uh wouldn't say uneducated because it doesn't have to do with education, but they are so like distasteful. I don't know. But but they do have some placements in the Scorpio, so it can make sense. But then in a second they flip it when there's people around them, for example, strangers that are looking at them. So they change and they suddenly turn into this sunshine, but they have that ugliness in their behavior. But if someone is disrespectful to them, or like we talk about manners, if they see someone that is not being proper, they are the first ones to to call it, to point it out, but they don't realize that they are very ugly and rude as well sometimes. Actually, I find some Libras that are very like, not all of them, but they are not that pleasant as they. Them, I used to curse a lot in fairness. I was a teenager. Yeah, yeah, spirit. It's just that I don't mean it like an angry teenager. I mean it like an adult in real life situation. Like, in situations where actually, like, they shows a side when they have a public, but when they get comfortable with you, they actually are not that. No, of course, Rim. But it's not just about cursing or cursing. It's not about that. It's more about the delivery of words and the way they think that it's so ugly. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, the other day I was talking to a friend that beauty is not just about you adding some accessories and buying clothes and I know a lot of Libras that are like this, that they dress fancy, like they wear designer clothes, that they are very picky about, they know about colors, they know about manners, they know the whole protocol. But once they are out of sight of the public perception, they are actually very like raunchy. I don't know. They have no taste at all. At all. Like they would actually make an Aries blush. Because sometimes people do associate Aries with this very blunt and very rustic kind of people, very wild people that they don't refrain themselves or they don't respect laws and they just do what they want to do. But actually, Libras are also very like, I'm a Libra and like cousin. Does it have to do with my Scorpio Mercury? No, 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 no. No way. Probably if you have a Scorpio Mercury, what a Scorpio Mercury does is that it does give you a very deep mind in the sense that you are very intelligent and also very sharp with, I mean, that you take no bullshit. I'm sorry, I cannot say that, but that you take no BS. In the sense that you definitely tell it like it is, and probably you are very sharp in the sense that you probably like do throw some venom here and there with your perceptions or with the way you express yourself. I actually do love Scorpio Mercury, because they are very intelligent, but not intelligent from a, like, how can I say this, not from intellectual kind of side. They are very intelligent because they observe a lot and they also process a lot about what they want to say. And if they say it, it comes from a very deep place of like, I've been observing you for so long, so here's my feedback to you. Or if you're asked, for example, for an answer or an opinion, it's not something that you're going to be like, oh yes, I'm going to tell you about how I feel or what I think. You're going to, your responses and your answers are going to be, very, and you're going even to transform people with your feedback and with your words, because you probably are going to express something that is going to trigger something in them, something that they haven't been able to see or acknowledge. So it's beautiful. I love Scorpio Mercury's. The Aries flip side of Libra. Exactly. Aries gives off more childish energy. Yes, it's true. Yes. Both MX and Infinite are well known among industry idols and staff for their manners and professionalism. Sometimes wonder if this was the reason I like them so much, apart from the music, of course. Yes, probably. Probably. Yeah. And this is why I tell you that also in the K-pop industry there's a lot of like um Capricorn male Capricorn idols or I know that even the groups have their own beer charts. I haven't been able to look at that in deepness, but I know that they do have their beer charts, every group. Um, and I think that there's a reason why you have so many idols that have Capricorn placements, and it's not because they are privileged or they are the favorite of the CEOs. No, it's also because of professionalism. Like like I always tell you, I had always worked with people and I learned, and I'm still learning that also the thing about manners, it's important, but it's also important that you know where you are in a, how can I say this? In the here and the now, that if you're playing a role and if it is your job, this is very Capricorn. If it is your job, you have to do your job well. And it's not just about you knowing how to do things manually or automatically. It also has to do with you as a person. You have to be composed. You have to keep your composure. Because, like we were talking the other day, there are some idols that are so relatable and that they are so honest and so outgoing, and they still get like a criticism because of that. So even though people want relatable idols, there are still some do's and don'ts about being an idol or being on the public image. Like people still will judge you, whether you show yourself too comfortable or you should. It's the same as I do have this rule. I always uh, tell you about this. I know some people do it, but I don't drink alcohol when I'm like with the tarot, or when I'm reading a beer chart, or when I'm talking, because this is my profession. Like, I don't want to be in an intoxicated state when I am reading the cards, because I find that very disrespectful to the tool of my work and also to my audience or to my client. Because I need to be present and I need to be in the now, and I need to be okay. And I need to be like, and so I do have certain rules. And look, I'm very Capricorn, but at the same time I have Venus and Mars in Pisces. So I can evade myself from reality. And also that alcohol is a way of evasion, like evading of whatever, even if it is to relax you or whatever. But I always, like, when I'm working, I try to be as focused as I can. So that's why I always tell you guys, oh, if I had a bit of alcohol, I'm not going to pull cards. And there's no rule that says that a tarot reader cannot read with the cards if they had alcohol. Actually, I do know people that do it. But these are some of my rules. The thing is, at the time I didn't know about the reputation of good manners. I just stopped because I like them. Stan. Are there a lot of Libras in the industry? I feel like I really come across Libra idols. Yeah, I don't know if there are a lot of Libra idols, but you do have a lot of Libra rising and also Libra moon idols. Yeah, Aquarius. I think there's a Libra idol in Ive. I'm confused between Liz and Gaul, and one of them is a Libra, definitely. Oh, Gaul. Actually, I do think that you should have a lot of Libra placements to be in the industry. Some there. I'm not saying like the whole chart, but I think it's a must. I would look for it. For example, I don't know, BTS JK. He has his Venus is in Libra. And some people say that he is a Libra rising. So I always tell you, for me, Virgo men are not that attractive, like in the sense that they don't stand out. But since JK has some very important Libra placements, especially Venus, for example, Venus, that is the planet of love, it's in its domicile when it's in Libra. So when you are a Venus in Libra, you definitely are beautiful, or you are very harmonized in your ways of communicating and connecting with others. So for you to engage with an audience or with people, connect with people, and make them feel special, it's very needed to have Libra placements. I feel like a very Libra. I can't change my opinion according to the audience. I can't change my opinion according to the audience. You mean that the audience doesn't define your way of thinking, Spirit? Like you have a very independent way of thinking? That's what you're saying? Do you have some placements in Aquarius? Yes, see? Yes, when you mention that, that's why I always tell people, like, look deeper, because there's always a Libra placements right there in your favorite idols. And I think that in GD is his Libra moon. Definitely. For GD is his Libra moon. As in, I'm not gonna say one thing to someone, then another thing to others. Yes. Yeah, I sense a lot of like Aquarius energy in you. Like from that statement, from that opinion that you wrote initially. That's why I was like, oh, that sounds very Aquarius. So maybe yes, you are very influenced by their Uranus. Yeah, very independent, very like I'm not going to. And actually, some Libras are very un-Libra. Um, I have some friends that they are like, I am the most un-Libra ever, because probably they do enjoy their alone time. They don't like that much relationships. They want to be on their own, and sometimes I think that those people are a more like kind of evolved Libra, because actually one of the challenges for Libra energy is to learn to be by themselves and to learn to not always look for other people's validation and to always be adapting to what the others want out of them. So I think that if you are that Libra that you consider yourself like a loner or someone that doesn't follow others or someone that is okay with being by yourself, I think that you definitely are like evolving of that energy. My Libra placements is pretty influential on me. I don't like it that much. Yes, Rim. I know a lot of Libra moon people that they do struggle a lot because they even acknowledge it themselves. How this placement, how this Libra moon changes everything that they claim that they are. Because I met Tauruses with Libra moon, I met Leos with Libra moons. I met yes, Aquariuses with Libra moons. So their core personality is one thing, but then when emotions middle in, they start acting like Libras, and they notice that I'm balanced, and they're like, I don't want to be like this. I don't have Libra anywhere in my chart, but the boom, my Vedic ascendant is Libra. I don't know how to process this. Yeah. Mm. I do have Uranus and Neptune in my first house. Yes, yes. Very strong planets in your first house. Yes, yes, spirit. Definitely you're part of your core personality is in those planets. Yes. Same. I'm also like that. I'm the most introverted Libra. Yes, it's hi Kurumi. I'm a Libra moon, slay another Libra moon. See, I'm always surrounded by Libra moon people or Libra sun people, and I struggle so much with Libra placements. You know this because I love them, but they are like very interesting creatures for me, especially when they change their mind so often. And then at the end of the day, what I want to say is that I can be ironic about Libra's tendencies, but I learned so much from them. I learned so much from them. And I learned that it's okay to not have an opinion. Sometimes it's okay to be in this middle ground. And sometimes it's okay to just relax and don't take things so seriously. Just enjoy, just be in peace. Yes, one day you hate a person and the other day you're friends with that person. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Some things are not that complex. Sometimes it's all about balance, and sometimes it's not all black and white, So I do love those teachings from Libra. My Sagittarius sun wanting to be independent, free, travel, be adventurous, speak up, to be fearless. My Libra moon is like, haha, no. Oh, yeah. Your Libra moon is like, no, shh, don't say that. Don't say that. They're going to get offended. Shh. And you're like, I'm going to say something. And your Libra moon always is stopping you. I just realized I have no Libras in my chart and in my life as well. Coincidence? Oh, well, but you can learn from that. Definitely, I don't have air placements in my chart or fire placements. I only have water and earth. But I always meet people with these energies. So I think that whenever they come into my life, uh, it's like a message, that you know, every every energy and placement, every sign matters. We are so used to be like, oh, I am this sign, so yes, I am this, and I'm not going to change. And no, actually you can change and you can turn to something totally different. The hardest thing Being a Libra is caring too much about public opinion. Yes. On top that my Cancer moon. Yes. My Aquarius side keeping me afloat. Yeah. Yes. 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 That's the hardest part. Yes. Yes. It's just, you know why? Because uh public opinion is so unfaithful. It's so, I don't know how to say this. It's so unstable that somehow it seems like you're chasing something that it will never be yours or that you will never win. That's why I think that also being an idol or being a celebrity is a very risky profession because you have to be like a cold iceberg to not get affected by other people's criticism, because one day they love you and the next day, I don't know, you thrown away and they just don't like you anymore. So you do have to distance yourself a bit from what others say, and it's hard when you have Libra placements. Somehow, ah, my big free fight all the time. Leo Sun Virgo rising makes me want to speak about the harsh truth of situations, but my Libra moon makes sure I make it way less harsh because I do not want conflict. Exactly, Kuromi. Yes, exactly. You are like, I'm going to say this because this is what I'm seeing and this has to be heard, and blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden when you go and you're in this situation, you're like, oh, I better not. Or I say it, but then I change the conversation into something else. So it's not never clear what your initial point of view was. So, but I also have a Leo Mercury, so I will fight fire with fire. Yeah, of course, when I need to, because I care so much what people think of me, and then in the end, I'm like, yes, yes. It's just that um, it's harsh, guys. For it's not that I care about what people think, I just care for people's reaction. Yeah. It's just that people are scary, Rin. People are scary. We people that we are introverts or that we take care of our close circle of friends, or that we are a bit more reserved about who we let in into our lives. We do not do that because we want to be mysterious and because we are like better, that we have a club where we don't just allow anyone in. We do that for self-protection and self-preservation. We do that because we understand that being social, you have to get out there, you have to get out in real life and interact with people. But at the same time, we also have to remember that people are scary and that not all relationships are worth it. um Not everything in the name of love is healthy. So um sometimes for you to be better, you have to be very selective. You have to be very selective. But yes, we humans are like this. We crave for someone's validation, and the person that tells you that they don't want validation, they are lying, because we all look for that in a different like amount of, some there are some people that don't need it that much. They maybe need it from their closest people, and that's it. And if they have that, they're okay. And there are others that need it from various sources of of groups and for family, I don't know. So okay, guys, I'm going to take the questions for today because I'm going to go. So I bought my notebook here today. Is the built-in need of depending on others to check whether you're right and wrong and always wanting to be right. But the right in public opinion is changing like trends now. Yes. Yes. It's like when you think that you're doing things correctly, all of a sudden something changes in their perspective. Today, what is right today, or what is considered to be righteous, or what is considered to be justice. This is why Libra is ruled by this balance, by this the justice card. Because it's like telling you, like, do you think that you know what justice is? Or what right is, or what righteousness is? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror? There's like constantly judging, so we should be careful, guys. I have a Libra moon in the second house at Earth degree, so imagine how materialistic I must be seen. It's okay, Kuromi. It's okay. It's okay. Be rich. Exactly. Taurus placements always remind us that we have to always get things. We have to look pretty and we have to get that money. In today's world, facts and truths is mandled with misinformations and lies. That's why sometimes we do not waste time to discuss rumors, because we end up talking about one opinion and then all of a sudden something changes, and that rumor is not a rumor, then it was confirmed, but then it was unconfirmed, but then this person was guilty and then this person was innocent. So you never know why we will make an opinion about something that we never know. Okay, Juhyun, Monsta X Juhyun. I'm going to do the Libra season readings, guys. So I'm not going to do that very specifically because I'm going to do reading for them. So, yes, exactly, Spirit. So if you want to ask for other idols that are not Libra, so we can save like, yeah, I'm going to read for him. Hello, Ivan of PD11 Constanza, who took his own life yesterday over rumors. Yeah. Yes, Rim. Yes. It's just that, Rim. That's what I tell you. The industry is harsh. That's why sometimes I'm glad that they do have a lot of Aquariuses, because they all end up with this awful story, and the ones that we don't know about. So it's not for everyone. You do have to be a sort of iceberg to not get affected by these things, or, like I always tell you, have a great system of support. And when I say this, it's not only about the fans, it's also about like family. I sometimes think that there are some idols that they do not have family. I mean, I'm from Latin America, so our culture, it's very loving, it's very affectionate. So we can have our differences, yes, but we are very warm. And I think that probably in their culture, they are not that warm. Most idols, they often talk how they became famous, or they try to become a trainee so they can support their families or help their families. So I think there's something about them, like, not so much like wanting to be famous or wanting to be an entertainer because it was a calling. It's more about like, okay, I have to do something for myself and for my family. So, and also, you have the tiger moms. You have the moms that actually want their sons and their daughters to be famous so they can enjoy that fame as well. Something I'm really curious about is how I can really see idols being consistent with their signs. But in real life, it's difficult to see the consistency. It makes me wonder if they give personas based on zodiac. No. No, I don't think they know that much. No. Me when the boys has no Libras. Well, they don't have Libras, but they do have Jonghyun. Jonghyun is a moon in Libra. So he's the Libriest, the most Libra guy in the boys for me. Whenever I see Jonghyun, I also like remember that I often forget that he's a Leo. I often see him as a Libra. I believe Sanyo is a Libra rising though. Probably. Very. And the fact he said the rumors was from his company for noise marketing. It's like sick truly. Sometimes I get worried when some idols see their fandoms as their support system. It's sweet, but it's a double-edged sword. Exactly. Exactly. Car for Henry. Okay. The truest fans have expectations. Yes, some unrealistic ones too. And the moment you will get a partner, there's no more of that unconditional support. Wait, did I say Hambin or GD? I don't remember. True, he's so Venusian. That's why he gets along so much with New, with Chani. That's why he gets along so much with him. Because they both share this love for aesthetics. Okay, guys, who's next? So I'm going to take the Hambin, but I'm going to do a reading for Hambin in my channel. Hambin and Jimin are going to be next week. Yeah, yes, I'm planning on do that, Kurami. Yes, I should. Is there a Libra moon in NCT? Can think on one base, Susie? Okay. Is there a Libra moon in NCT? I don't think there's a Libra. I don't think there's a Libra moon in NCT. I don't think. I don't remember. Ah, yes. Jonghwan is a Libra moon. Has a Libra moon. Yeah. BM from card. We have the same birthday. Okay, then I have to request Johnny and Hyunjai because something has shifted. I really want that to that. Okay, I'm going to write it down. Johnny and Hyunjai. If there was a Libra moon in NCT, they would get along much better by force. um, yeah, I feel that what there's a lot in NCT is probably moon in Gemini or Gemini. Moon in Gemini, there's a lot. There's a lot of moon in Scorpio also. Yeah, I have to do the reading for Banchan. Eva, I'm going to do the reading for the Libra season on my channel. So I'm going to make a post on my community so you can leave his name there. I mean, all the boys get along for the boys all get along for sure, but some are closer than others. It's just that there are so many, Rim. There are so many, Rim. There are so many members, and also a lot coming in. So definitely there must be, there must be a lot of competition in there, because since there's a lot of people, you do not get the possibility to have, even when there are 7 members, sometimes there are some that get more screen time or more, uh I don't know, parts in a song. So imagine if you are like various sub units and you never know what you're going to get, and sometimes they get mixed. So yes, you have to be very flexible and adaptable. Of course, that these people know that if they enter NCT, you one of your abilities and qualities is to be flexible. But I think that people forget that they can be, actually they have to be competitive. They have to be ambitious, because they do not select you so you can be just pretty and a standard. You have to be sharp, and you also have to be very detachable, very detached in the sense that you don't have to take things so emotionally. So this is why I think we have a lot of Aquariuses in there. I would choose a lot of Aquariuses in there. Okay, bien. Yes, NCT gonna be so gossipy. Exactly. Especially Johnny. I always laugh so hard when I read Johnny's community center. No, communication center. Johnny's communication center. I don't know if it's the right. I don't know, guys, if I'm saying it correctly. If I am not, please correct me, please. But the word of that phrase, of his videos, individual videos, the communication is so moon in Gemini. Is so moon in Gemini. I'm like, who chose that? I believe that probably was Johnny that came up with the title. Air energy is crazy in NCT, yes. But there's also a lot of Scorpio energy in there. Don't forget. So they are sharp, 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 sharp. Those GCs composed of few members each must go wild. Flexible is a must. That's why they are 90% Aquarius and Earth signs. Exactly. Johnny is hilarious with get. Johnny in his blank face. Like, this is very air, and like he would roast all of us. The other day I was laughing when I saw a few clips of his live with Mark. Like, he's so hilarious. Like, because there's there's something about Mark when he talks that it seems like he's saying a lot, but actually he's not saying that much. And I love that, since um since Johnny is so intellectual, in the sense that he is very, it's not about being intelligent, it's also about being a good communicator, and like knowing the right meanings, like he has that quick response, so he's always like, oh my, I'm laughing so much. I wonder if the SEM or other companies check the astrological compatibility of their groups before the debut. Yes. I don't know, Spirit. I don't think they do, because probably they do follow like the Chinese zodiac. I mean, yeah, like, correct me if I'm wrong. They use the Chinese, or do they call it like a Korean version? I know that the 12 signs of the is the Chinese. I believe it's the Chinese. I believe it's Chinese. It's called the Chinese zodiac, right? The one that it depends on in that it rules 1 year. Is it Chinese? Or do the Korean have another system of theirs? Or do they call it like the Asian zodiac? For me, it had always been Chinese. Ah, Chinese zodiac, yeah. Mm. Ah, yes, it's Chinese, yes. So I think that probably if they do see that, probably they are like that. But actually, I think that that's very, like someone was mentioning the other day, in our last life, that it's also about hierarchy and ages. They tend to put the same people that have birthdays on, like the same people born in the same year has to stick together, and then the other ones, and then the other ones, and you have to be friends, or you know and I'm like, why? Because I always felt like very comfortable, like talking with people that were older than me. So I think that in that sort of like, um I don't know, like match that they do, I think that it's very, I don't know, it's it's uncomfortable, um and it doesn't leave room for you to actually like get along with people of other ages. Mm. Yes, like how SM does a lot of NCT 00 line content. Mm. They even make fun if each other, like this year is not good for him. Oh, that's so bad. I remember there was a very old episode of BTS getting their readings also. And I remember that they all got their individual readings. They were all sitting on a couch, and the end, and the last one was B, was Taeyong, and he got a really sad, really, all of them got really nice and optimistic readings. He got an awful reading. And I believe that that was the year where he lost his grandmother, or his grandfather passed away. So he had a lot of like losses that year, and he was a bit down, like emotionally. But when I saw his face, he was really excited, like the puppy that he is, that the childish morning Aries that he is, for getting his his fortune read. And he got really sad, like, and I was like, I felt so sorry for for him, because I was like, oh, Tay, that's like me discovering that I was a Capricorn, and we all Capricorn people, we always get very pessimist descriptions of ourselves. Like all the rest of the signs get really like a lot of compliments, a lot of pretty words. But for us Capricorn, it's always related to work, finances, and career. So it's always boring. So and also the zodiac readings, the astrological readings for the months, they're always so awfully, like, I think that people that write them, they really hate us, because there's always like, oh, you're going to lose money, or you're going to, come on, like, give me something that I can look forward to, not only miseries, like. They do check astrological compatibility. They do use numerology while releasing albums, often, I notice. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because they don't mean it in a bad way. It helps them to achieve success. Yeah, okay, so guys, I have four to read. Yeah, but Spirit, you should have seen his face when they were really young back then. And they are actually, they probably, when you're really young and you get your fortune read, you actually get scared. And he was so, like, you can see in his face that he was really, like, disappointed and also felt very bad about that. That's why I think that the old ways of reading fortune are a bit like, how can I say this? They do somehow um put the person into a sort of helpless situation where they think that destiny is going to come and happen that way and there's no way they can change it. So I think that that's why when you are reading for someone, you have to be empathic. You have to use the correct words, even if you see that they're going to face challenges in their way, that it's normal because it's life. You have to use a language and you have to know how to deliver the reading, not just being like, oh, this year is going to be very hard for you, you have to work twice, uh, because nothing is going to come your way or easy, so you have to work extra hard because you're going to lose things. So there are like a lot of things about, that I think that it's not just about reading cards or reading astrology. You have to be human because you have a person that probably is very vulnerable, is very young, for example, or is very inexperienced, or is someone that is going through some challenges internally, emotionally, so you don't know how your words can affect that person. Some can use them to actually like rise up and be like, okay, this is going to be a hard year for me, but I will do my best to overcome it. And some of them might get depressed, I don't know. The way they stay calling Jungkook in Aquarius, he's a Pisces. Capricorn's heavy tough, yes. Yeah. Yeah. I remember it happened to me because my cousins, the girls that I grew up with, we would always go together to get like a sort of psychic reading when we were teenagers, and both of them were Aries, Aries sun, and I was the Capricorn in there. And I remember that my readings were so harsh. Like I always had to work on something, or I always had to improve in something. And they would always get like a very optimistic, like very light-hearted kind of description. And for me, it was always that hard and dark. Yeah, I can relate actually. My fortune reading was like that too. That's why I don't get readings anymore. Yes, exactly, spirit, because it gets stuck with you because words have energy as well. Who calls a Jungo an Aquarius? He's one of the only Pisces in NCT. We have enough Aquariuses. Yeah, but remember when they did that it's on the NCT channel when they did that when it was Mark and Mark and Johnny, where they had this stand of lemonade, when they were like promoting lemonade, that they used to do like this stand of lemonade, and they would give them like the lemonade juice, and they would talk about, oh, what's your sign, what's your sun sign, what's your sun sign. And I think that they were all Aquariuses actually. At least there was a group that it was, I think that it was Jaehyun and it was Jungwoo, and then Johnny was as well there because he was the one that was talking about Aquarius traits, and I think that Jungwoo said, "Oh, I'm an Aquarius too," so he didn't even acknowledge. I think he thinks that he's an Aquarius, because they were talking about that, about all of them being Aquariuses as well. Lemonade stand, exactly. Yes, keeps telling him. Yes, SM keeps telling him he's an Aquarius. My mother's experience told me not to get readings that will depress you for the whole life, but some people would call it reality. Yes, because some people are very susceptible to strangers telling them how they're going to live their lives, I've always been really curious, but I always also had this feeling that I can change my destiny. I saw that, but don't remember calling Jungkook in Aquarius. I did mistook Jungkook to be in Aquarius in that lemonade stand episode. Yes, it happened the same with me. But he's so soft. He does remind me of Pisces, yes. Okay, guys, I have four. If you want to add one more person for I'm going to pull the cards because I have to go. So I need one more, please. I have four already. Luna 2. Okay. I don't remember her, but I'm going to read for her. If I remember, she also has my birthday. Okay. She's adorable. Yeah, I think her name rings a bell for me. Okay, let's start with Monsta X Joohyun. That I'm going to do a reading for him also as well. Well, Joohyun. Oh. He got the Four of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So, yeah, I think that probably he's a bit on his Libra self, in the sense that there's two dualities here. He's working on something because he got the Page of Pentacles, so definitely he's working on something that he knows is going to give, like, he's going to get results, and this is going to be material results. But also he's in this state of apathy, that probably, things are not going the way he wants to, and he's reflecting a lot about, what makes him happy. There seems a disconnection with what he wants. Probably he's working or he's doing things because he knows he has to, because it's part of who he is, to be a creator. But at the same time, he's like this. He's like, yes, I have this, but, he's thinking about, like, he's not that emotionally connected. He's feeling a bit apathic. So it's like, yeah, probably he's working on this because he is a very ethical person when it comes to work. He takes his work seriously. But, he's like, mm, he's like, I'm not really enjoying this very much. Probably he's feeling a bit empty emotionally. Probably it has something to do with something very, like, probably he has to do something very routinary, very routinary. But he's not that invested emotionally. Has he enlisted yet, Joohyun, or not? Or has he done it already? Because it's not that he's worried. Not yet. It's not that he's worried. He's not worried, actually. He's just apathic. When you are like, yeah, I'm doing this because, oh, wait, guys. I'm doing this because I have to do this. Oh. Osme, look, we were talking about this and he got another card since we were talking about this, like this. His head in the clouds. He's like dispersed. His energy is dispersed. Like this. he's thinking about a million possibilities, but he's not really like focusing. He's not focused. He's not that invested. He's like, whatever. But I feel that this is also like a self-defense mechanism. There's something that he's avoiding thinking, or probably he's overworking, or he's accepting a lot of works or activities that actually he does it in order to keep himself busy, to not think about certain things that he probably should attend. It's very Libra as well. Okay, Henry. Henry. Oh. Henry got the Nine of Swords. And he got the Hangman. I mean, the Hangman. It would be like the Hangman. So what's going on with Henry? Like, what's going on with Henry? Because there's a message here with letting go of control. You know, probably, I think that probably he has a lot of unconscious fears. He does have a lot of nightmares. He probably have a lot of, like, nights where he cannot sleep or concentrate. He fears a lot. And I think that he has a lot of nightmares. So when he is on reality, he is not resting well. You know, so probably when he wakes up very susceptible, you know, like thinking a lot, like, oh, what if this is that I'm dreaming, it becomes reality, you know. So he is a bit stressed about that. And also with the hang here is called the hang one. But I think that the advice is that he should like just take things like they come. I think that he's not that comfortable right now, but this situation is helping him to somehow, like, you know, give in to destiny, you know, somehow things it is somehow to um I don't know. I don't know how to say this, but now that I'm reading, I'm thinking about wavy and you know this. Is there a possibility that something, you know, I don't believe in courses. I don't believe in magic done in a negative way. But is there a possibility that wavy that a sort of a spell has been done to wavy? Because I'm feeling a sort of like a feeling of um like being helpless, you know, and being like sort of attached to something that I don't know. I don't know, like feeling like how because I get so like I get this anxious feeling in me, you know, like as if they were tight. I don't know, tight, like, you know, because if I think about the hangman, you know, that the hangman is always bending, is always on his head, you know, like upside down, you know, and I'm seeing like this nine of swords like this, you know. This is a very expressive card of what it feels like, where you have like unconscious fears or nightmares, you know. It's all in your mind. So I think that probably if he's having nightmares, or if there's this fear, it seems like a very unconscious fear, you know, that it's not that they are in danger, they are not, but in their mind there seems to be like a lack of sleep, you know, worries, anxiety, fears. So like there's this sense of like, oh, I cannot get rid of this feeling of like, I cannot move on from this feeling of being fearful, fearing, not feeling comfortable with my skin. I do what I have to do, like I surrender myself to the situation, but I'm not, like I'm not sure. But the hangman, the last card, the hangman, what is telling him is that he should let go of control, of trying to figure out why things happen the way they happen. Like he should go do his work, like do his best, like always, and just the hangman is also a card that talks a lot about Pisces energy. That it's about letting go um of perceptions or ideas of how things should be. The way the the things are not very comfortable or clear right now, and this is what it is, for him and for his perspective. But he should surrender to not overthink the situation. Just go and do your best, and that's it. Don't analyze it, don't try to find a meaning. Just don't blame yourself, don't think it's about you. Don't try to do more, because there are a lot of things that it's not up to him. He doesn't have the control. So he just have to go with the flow of whatever situation comes. He just has to be ready, do his part, and that's it. Bay Susie. Bay Susie, free of pentacles, the sun. Oh, these are two beautiful cards, in the sense that they talk about teamwork, and they talk about like a very bright new beginning of a lot of, like, does she have like Leo placements within her? Because it seems like it's her moment to shine. So, but it has to do with also working with others. So probably she is investing in teamwork, like she's going to work with others, and this is going to be very successful. So I think that it's going to be a time. Oh, she's a Sag moon. There's something about brighting, like shining very bright, and also like connecting with her inner child, and also going out there and shine and show yourself, show your optimism, show your brightness, show you how you shine. Don't hide. But I think that this card here, it's also about like um teamwork, and also be cooperative, uh like cooperation with others. That somehow, is she a Libra? Because we were talking about Libra, and I think that this also is a card that whatever spotlight or shine that she gets, it's always because of her cooperation with others, and probably that she should focus a bit more with teamwork. She should like keep working with others, that these are going to give a result, a very successful result for her career. Is a very like important moment in her life. So if she is working in cooperation with others, this is going to have like a very positive result, and she's going to shine. She's actually very, she does have like this inner shining. She's very popular, she's very out there. But at the same time, this card is also showing me that she's not just popular because of she, like herself alone. There's a lot of work, there's a lot of people working with her to make it happen. Yes, there seems to be a lot of people putting efforts with her and for her. So this is very, very nice. Okay, BM. Yeah, because she got the sun, so yes, she is destined to shine. She's like that one person that, comes into the room and she shines very bright. That's why I ask if she has like some Leo placements, because it seems like fortune or, being in a spotlight and shining very bright, it's actually a tendency, for her. Um, but at the same time, I think that she has to find her people, people that actually are willing and are actually do not feel intimidated by working with her, because the others are a huge lesson for her. Probably, yes, in her life she probably had met people that were against her shining or were jealous of her accomplishments. So that's why she has to navigate those energies and find her right group of people, that actually are willing to, you know give a step out of the spotlight and push her and help her to get there, but do not feel intimidated by her ability to shine. Because actually, yes, she's the one holding the shining, the popularity. She's very popular. And actually, since you mentioned that she's a Sagittarius moon, having Sagittarius placements, like Jupiter placements, also is about popularity. So yes, sometimes you are too bright for others, and you stand out more in a group, especially. Helen Munso award the top second gen visuals, but the team's relationship with them is very opposite. Yes, because of jealousy. Because of jealousy. Because people don't understand that if the other one is shining, that doesn't mean that you don't will not have the opportunity to shine. We all shine in our ways. It's just that we are different. We don't all shine the same. We have our different, you know, ways of shining. That's why, that's why we celebrate differences, because if we were all shining for the same things, we would be copies of each other. Okay, BM. BM got the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords. So I think that BM is thinking a lot, he's in his mind a lot about, possibilities. Probably he's going to make like a sort of change or shift in his career, in the sense that probably he's thinking, since he got the Queen of Swords, he probably is thinking about releasing something that it has to do with him and his own vision and his own image, his own popularity, his own persona, probably as a business person or a creator. So he's thinking about launching something like, I don't know if it's like a brand or if it's like something that is related to ideas, and it has to do with communication as well. So probably, talking to the community and expressing and also expressing the values of what he's bringing or what he's creating. But he's like, okay, now I'm doing it. He probably had the idea a few years ago, but yeah, he was a bit blocked with about how do I do this. And now he's a bit more strong with his ideas. He's like, okay, I'm going to do that. So yes, for BM, I sense that he's definitely like he has something is going to change in his fortune, and he's going to get like the right opportunity to, yeah, to release this project. I think that it's more an idea. It's a project, and it has to do with his image. It's about him. It's about him. So yeah, you definitely, he's going to like talk about it or communicate it to the fans. He's probably trying to let the people know that he is going to release something. So yes, be pendant to that, because this is his idea. Probably, since I believe he's a Libra. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't remember exactly, but I think that it has to do with, is he got to do this because he's also has the support of others. So if he's like communicating that he's going to release something, please be supportive, because he actually like, it was hard for him to make the decision, and now he's like, okay, I'm taking, Libras can seem indecisive, but actually Libra is a cardinal sign, so they are leaders in their own style. So once they make their mind about something, is because he finally got the courage to communicate this, to be like, okay guys, I have this and I want to, or probably it could be like an individual project, like, I don't know if he had released like music on his own, but it seems more about image for me. Not so much about music. Probably it's about image, advertisement, something like that. He should work with his image, because actually he's very popular. Is he a model or something like that? Because it seems like he could use a lot of his image, because he's very different, and he's very like popular. He should use his image while he can, to promote whatever he wants to promote for himself. Okay, let's move on to 2 of Luna. He's the leader of Big Titty Gun. Yeah, remember. Yeah, he should use it. Yes, he should use it, of course. Yes, I'm sure that, because there's a lot of work in his body, like, and I'm not saying like, yeah, yeah, because actually he put a lot of work into to change his image. There's a lot of work there. So definitely, I think that he should like make money or start his own brand, because there's a lot of work and sacrifice in his body. I don't know, does anyone know if he in the past struggled with weight, or if he was like chubby or something like that? Because I noticed in his, since he got the Queen of Swords, that he definitely, when it comes to his image, there's something about his image, like he reinvented himself, and it was hard to do that. It took a lot of willpower and also a lot of work and a lot of restrictions, to actually achieve the perfection, the visual, the aesthetic. So, or probably fighting a lot of people, like, like preconceptions of what a males should look like, or their weight, or their body shape. I don't know. Okay, Luna 2. 2 got the 5 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, yes, since K-pop prefers flower boys. Yeah, 2 is definitely like going through a period where she is slowly moving on from this state of feeling like she lost some opportunities. Her or the group, I don't know. I don't know much about Luna, but there's okay, go Samara, if you want to watch it. Go. I'm going to wrap this very soon. Actually, 2 is the last one. So yeah, she actually went through moments where she felt like she lost something. She probably was very sad about something lately, and with this Knight of Pentacles, she's slowly like moving towards a new goal. Oh, okay. To file lawsuit against her company. Yes. She's slowly like walking towards a new path in the sense that it's going to take a while, guys, to be honest. Um it's going to take a while to actually to get to her like start feeling like motivated because somehow this loss actually is like lifting her up to keep moving forward to new things and better things. She's going to make it because she actually is very responsible one and she probably is already working on something. But since we are talking about the Knight of Pentacles here, this is about movement, and but this is about consistency as well. So this is going to take a while. It's going to be like a slow, but she's definitely going towards her goal. I wouldn't say like this is like that she's going to win something, but probably she's on good. She's doing things correctly. She's putting the effort where it needs to be. She's a very consistent person. It's not like she's sitting around like being like, oh, okay, like oh my bad luck. I'm so unlucky or my life is a mess. No, maybe she's feeling a bit defeated. There are some things about her that probably she's a bit like disappointed about how things turn out to be. But then we have here the Knight of Pentacles. So there's like, okay, with this that happened to me, I'm going to keep moving towards my goal. So this girl is not going to stop. She's going to keep working. She's going to keep working because working and putting the effort and the responsibility is her trademark. She's not going to give up. But she's also trying to understand that since this happened, that she somehow has to reinvent herself, and she also has to start from square one. And in this doesn't mean that she has to literally start from a square one. It means that she probably, in order to create a new stability for herself, she had to start with consistency, be patient, be focused, don't stop. She's not going to stop. She's going to keep going. Two is pretty popular in Korea. Monsta X is left today. It seems she had to sit out of Luna's concert, even for the upcoming soul. Yeah, it definitely affected her emotionally. Like she felt like she lost something. She felt a bit like, discouraged, a bit like heartbreak, even like a bit defeated. But she's going to move on. She's going to move on. She's going to move on to greater things. It's just that it's going to take a while. It's not going to be that as fast as people actually think, but they're going to she's going to make it. Oh, yeah, probably. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because I have to move on with my life, and also you too, and I have to enjoy this Sunday. We all have to enjoy this beautiful Sunday. So thank you so much for joining this live. Thank you for being here and to be company always of me. Let's celebrate that we make each other company, that we keep each other in company, that we share, that we are here even though our community is very small, but we are here the ones that we are supposed to be. So I appreciate all of you, because you're always consistent, you're always here, you're always with the best vibes, even though I know that we all have our individual struggles. Every day you always make a small time to here come and hang out with me, and just have a good time, and change our ideas and our opinions without offending anyone. Without not getting people offended, we can be ourselves. So thank you so much, guys, and I will post later today. I will post um my the post for the tarot readings for the Libra season. So if you want to leave in the comments your favorite Libra idols. I have written down that in this week I'm going to start with reading for Hanbin, Jimin, and Banchan. So, but if you want to add another Libra idols, females especially, because I have very few females here. So yes, let's keep reading for females as well, please. So I'm going to keep those into consideration for future readings, and also I'm going to resume the friendship readings as well. So yes, Trujian is first on my list. Yes, I'm sorry. I had him written down at the top of my notebook. I miss him. I miss him here. Yes, Trujian. Trujian is first on my list. Yes, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. Have a nice and pleasant Sunday. Bye.